What is up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're here for the first time, welcome to my channel. My name is Suzy. I don't even know if I could do the pitch on that anymore. I need to sing more often. I gotta keep my range up there. I'm trying to get my dog in the shop, but he's just not having it whatsoever. And he's also not allowed on the couch. Not my choice, okay? I mean, it would be kind of gross because, wet dog on this kind of fabric on the couch. Yeah, not fun. I think that's the only way we've managed to keep this couch for so long is because no dogs allowed. Let me know though, do you have your dog on the couch? I probably would if it was leather, but maybe not this fabric. So how are you guys? 2020 is a ridiculous year. Let's just throw that one out there. I can't believe that it is November already. I think the real exciting thing about it being November though is it's the new console month. Oh my gosh. What were you guys doing when they released the PlayStation 4? Because I know for me personally, I couldn't afford it. So I didn't get a PS4 on launch, but my best friend did. And I remember going to the midnight launch with him and I was so jelly. I remember trying to find all the ways that I could be like, come on, justify it, just buy it, like buy it. Maybe someone won't turn up for their pre-order and I can get one. But he got one. And I did get to play the PlayStation 4 when I used to go and stay with my friend. But yeah, I didn't get a PS4 until maybe 1 or 2 years. I think it was probably 1 year after it came out. My dad surprised me with like an early Christmas present and he got me, it came with like a racing game that I think I never played, but I think the first PlayStation 4 game I played was Never Alone, and that's such a beautiful game. Like if you guys haven't played Never Alone, please just go and play it. It's about a girl and her fox companion, and it's just, if you know me, it's like right up my street. I love that game. So PS5 is dropping this month and the brand new Xbox. Now luckily I did manage to get a pre-order for the PS5. I probably shouldn't have because the pre-orders weren't even officially open yet. And somehow I went onto Game's website, watched them cancel my pre-order after this, but I went onto their website and it let me go through with the transaction. So I was like, okay. But then I started to see people were getting emails back that were like, you've been unsuccessful or whatever. But for me, I got an email back and it was like, yeah, that's totally fine. And I was like, huh, all right, like amigo. So I have a PS5 on the way. I don't have an Xbox pre-ordered. I'm not bothered about that because I will be honest with you guys, I don't remember the last time I switched on my Xbox. Like, there's just no games that I really care to play, and it's kind of a shame. Like I will probably get one like further down the line, but for just now I don't need it, and I'd like to have one. Everyone likes to have new shiny stuff, right? New gadgets, but I'm so excited for the PlayStation. I've pre-ordered 3 games to come with it. What did I get? Spider-Man, Sackboy, Little Big Planet of course, and Demon's Souls. So that kind of brings me on to what I wanted to talk about in my update today. I made a new channel. It's got the most original channel name you've ever heard. Drum roll! Suzy Lu Gameplay. I told you guys, right? The most original name you've ever thought of. Funny, I was actually gonna call it something else because something people call me in real life, and it's just like my little nickname is Loopy Lou, and I was like, I'm kind of tempted to like leave Suzy Lu aside for this one and maybe call it Loopy Lou, but then I just called it Suzy Lu Gameplay and then that was that. So I've made a new channel and I'm currently doing like a Batman marathon because you guys know I'm new to the Batman franchise, right? So I just finished up Arkham Asylum and now I think I started yesterday, or when was it? The other day. Batman Arkham City. I just kind of wanted to like do some testing, I guess, because I've got so much knowledge from all my meetings that I have with YouTube, and I really wanted to test something out here because after my last meeting a couple of weeks ago with YouTube, they said something that was kind of scary to me. And it's like, if I have a really successful video like Naruto and it gets between 70 to 100,000 views, right? And the next video I upload isn't Naruto, it's Sword Art, for example, and it gets between 5 and 10,000 views, it's bringing my overall average of my channel down to the Sword Art level. And I'm like, oh, like that's not great. So I was like, so basically what you're telling me is that I'm taking a heck of a risk with my channel anytime that I'm posting something that I know will underperform in comparison to Naruto. And they're like, yeah, that's about it. That's like the gist of it. So I'm like, what? So it's gone from me wanting to just post whatever I want to post to now suddenly I'm like, I have to think about, well, wait a minute here. Like, what if that doesn't do well and that does super well? And then it's bringing my overall average down. And I'm like, that's bad. That's really bad. You know, at the end of the day, we all do videos because we want people to enjoy them, to share them, to like them, to have a good time, you know, except some people on the internet. But most of us do videos because we want you guys to have a good time. But now suddenly it's like you have to care about analytics and all these other things, which I'll be honest with you, I've never really given a damn about before. I always, like, if there was a game I wanted to play, I played it. You know, like for example, Ratchet and Clank, State of Decay, things that I know will not be popular per se, but now it's like I have to consider where it's like, if everything is negatively impacting my channel, then surely that's enough to deter you to not do it. Because it's like, you want people to see it, you want people to enjoy it, and while it's not all about the views, views are nice because views are real people. People are enjoying your content, you want people to see your content. So it makes sense that it's kind of like a worry, I guess. So that was one of my main reasons for wanting to make Suzy Lu gameplay, because I would rather all the videos be on a channel where they're averaging the same amount of views instead of this massive gap between like 70k to 10k. Like, that's a huge gap, and apparently it's doing absolutely nothing for my YouTube channel. So kind of messing about just now, doing a little bit of testing, seeing what works, but also I'm absolutely loving playing some Batman. So make sure you check out Suzy Lu gameplay. I upload there like every second day. That's all I've got time for at the moment. I feel like I just ended my video. That's all I got time for at the moment. That's all I have time to do just now is every second day. And as for my main, I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, in regards to this weird like ratio, obviously I want to finish series that I have started, but having one series which does insane and then everything else which does average, apparently, according to YouTube, is really bad for my channel. So I don't know. So subscribe to Suzy Lu gameplay and subscribe to this one and watch all my videos and stuff. Yeah, do that. I wonder if that was fascinating to anyone or if that was boring as heck to anyone. Let me know. I love number crunching. That's my thing. I love that. But I know to some people that's like boring AF. But I'm always into like the analytics, the marketing, how to make your business grow. I love all of that stuff. So yeah, if that's boring to you, sorry. Okay, so what else did I want to talk about? Oh, Sword Art. That's right, Sword Art. I had a lot of you asking me where is my movie reaction to Sword Art. So I'm taking a risk again because today I'm using my expensive mics. I don't know what they're called. They're the expensive mics. That's what they get called in my house. And I use these mics here. And for whatever reason, it cut out at the 30-minute mark. And I was beyond devastated. In fact, I wasn't devastated. I was raging. I'm still not over it, to be honest. So I watched the Sword Art movie after I finished season 2. And I didn't have a backup mic. So I had the first 30 minutes and then nothing else for the other hour and a half. So I'm not gonna watch it again. It's not the same. You know, you watch something for the first time, you get your initial reactions. It's not the same when you then have to watch it again. So I am so sorry. Like, you guys are mad about that. Trust me, I was raging. I was so mad. I was so motivated. I put it into my Vegas. I was getting ready to edit it, and I was like, where is the rest of it? So I still people are like, well, can you just do a video talking about how you felt about the movie? I could do that. Like, if you guys want that, I will kind of break it down. I'll do like a different style. It doesn't necessarily have to be a reaction, because I ain't got it, unfortunately. But I did cry at the end of the movie, because I cry at everything. I'm very emotional. But great movie. Actually, great movie. If you guys want me to do like a different style of video just talking about it, then I'll more than happy do that. But I lost that reaction. It's gone. So I see England are going into a full-on lockdown again. And I understand where the Americans are coming from with this, where they're like, wait, it's so confusing. Aren't you just like one country? And it's like, yeah, so England is going into lockdown, but we're not up here in Scotland. I mean, we've been in like kind of a weird lockdown where it's like for the past 4 months we've been not allowed to go into anybody else's house. They can't come to my house, but we can stand outside and have a combo. Weird, right? So weird. And the weather is so bad in Scotland that just doesn't happen. Let's be honest here. Like, if someone comes around to your house and it's raining, you're gonna let them in for a cup of tea. So I know that a lot of people have just not really been sticking to that whatsoever. It's a weird rule, but we've been under our own like little lockdowns. I know for a bit I was still kind of going out. I was getting my hair and my nails done. I'm not really getting my nails done just now, just because the cases are rising again, and I'm like, don't really want to go anywhere. So I don't know what's going to happen for Christmas, but I do hope that I get to go and see my mom and dad for Christmas, because like that would be really nice and I miss them. In regards to Christmas though, so for the past 3 years, I have done a Suzy Lu Christmas card, and this year I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it just because of COVID, and I don't know if my local post office is even open. Like, I have no idea, because I don't remember the last time I went to the post office. But if I can do some research and find out if I'm going to be able to even send the Christmas cards, then I will definitely do my Suzy Lu Christmas card this year. I don't know what to do for it this year, because like I haven't really thought about it. The first couple of years I loved it. Was like an animation of me and Finn, or an animation of like a Moogle and stuff like that. Last year was a pain in the ass because we had a variation of Kakashi, and then we ended up not being able to do that one because we had complaints about it. So it was like, right, okay, I had to change the card very last minute. So this year I'm not 100% on what I'll do. Like, I might just do myself as like an anime character or something like that. But my gosh, you just have to be so careful sometimes with like art and things like that. Speaking of which, speaking of art, I finally had my own toad done. And if you are a Naruto viewer, you will know that I had like a bit of an obsession and I wanted my own toad and things like that. So we ended up designing my own original toad and a variation of me as like a ninja, what I would wear and things like that. And we've put it on a t-shirt and it is currently for sale. So if you are interested in that, please let me know. I will leave a link in the description of this video. You can go check it out. Thank you so much to everyone who has already purchased one. I hope you get them really soon. Obviously with COVID, things take a little bit longer, but I'm so excited. Please send me a selfie on my Twitter or my Instagram or any of my socials. I want to see it so bad. I'm so excited. Other than that, like, I've just been working. 2020 has been really weird as far as years go. I had a goal in mind, and I know like subs are important, but not really, because at the end of the day, subs don't pay the bills, views pay the bills. And that's always like my brutally honest view on things like that. But subs are still nice because they remind you that this is real people watching your content. And I don't class myself as a big channel. I still love, like, I freaking love talking to people. Like, I get so many DMs over on my Instagram. I try my hardest to respond to as many as possible, minus the kinky ones. I will not respond to those kind of messages because they get a bit weird. Okay, I lost count how many D pics I get, you know what I'm talking about, okay? I get far too many of those over on Instagram, and I'm always like, why do people do this? I'm like, why? why are you doing this? I don't need to see this, okay? Stop it. It's not gonna make me wanna date you or anything like that. It's not gonna happen, okay? But people do it. I don't know why. But I love talking to you guys. And there's a lot of people out there that have a lot of opinions about who they think I am. And it's so wrong. And I feel like I should do more videos like this so that you guys can get like a better connection with me. Because I hate when people try and talk as if they know anything about me and they don't know anything about me, where they have these like really strong opinions on who they think I am or the things they think I've done at some point. And I feel like all of that was kind of heightened this year because people didn't have much to do. There was a lot that was going on this year that was causing a lot of distress to people, like the COVID situation, politics. Like, we're not going to talk about politics because I know that Tuesday is a very big day, okay, in the States. But like, for me personally, it's not my place to discuss these very heavy topics. I'm here to kind of take people away from those bad times and to give you guys a good time, and that's all I want to do. That's all I've ever wanted to do. And I just want you guys to know that whatever you may have read, like the very negative stuff, it's not true, okay? And I want you guys to know this. I want you guys to feel how sincere I am being about all of this, and I want you to know that there's a lot of people who have kind of come forward in the past couple of months and they've apologized to me just for a lot of the nasty stuff that they said at the start of the year, and I do forgive them. It's very difficult for me to 110% trust a lot of people after everything that happened to me at the start of this year, and I want to find a way in myself to kind of like build that trust up again with people. But it's just, I don't know, it kind of sucks, I guess, everything that happened at the start of the year, because people really took advantage of just using my name to be really horrible and to come up with rumors. And let's be honest here, we've all fallen victim to nasty headlines because that's how they get you, you know? And unfortunately, my brand fell victim to that at the start of this year. And obviously, like, I'm doing everything I can behind the scenes now. There's a lot of people that I can't really say too much, but I decided to take some legal action because of the entire situation, because I felt it was important to really protect myself and to protect my brand. And I'm not really going to say much more about that. I'm sure it'll all come out next year. But I just think that if there's one thing that I want to remind people is that if you're going back into a lockdown, if things are getting a little bit too much, take a step away. Don't attack people online. Like, just don't do it. Honestly, don't do it. We've all done it in the past, okay? We've all said nasty things, myself included. I've said some horrible things to people online, but we all grow up. We all change our opinions on things, and I like to think that we all kind of just move forward from things like that. My goal for this year was, as per usual, spread joy. Let people have a good time, give them that good time. And I mean, I want to be happy too at the end of the day, and I'm really happy doing my job. Things are really good just now. My dog is healthy. That's like always my number one priority, because my dog has like a lot of medical issues. So if he's happy, then I'm happy. I would like to hit 400K by the end of this year. I don't think it's going to happen as we're getting closer to the end of the year. It's definitely a stretch. Now, let's be honest here. If the nonsense didn't happen at the start of this year, I would have already smashed 400K. YouTube told me at the start of the year that they thought I would finish at like 475 this year, just because of where my growth was going. And to be so far from that, like knowing that it's through no fault of your own, is like, okay, like it is what it is. I will keep putting content out as long as there's someone to watch it. You know, it doesn't matter if it's this channel, another channel, a different platform. Like, I will do this for as long as I feel happy and for as long as there's people who enjoy watching it. So just know, to all of you that have stuck by me, I love you so much. Like, I'm not even joking. I wish I could hug all of you. Just know that you have kept me going through some really tough times this year, and again, choked thinking about it, but like, I came out the other end and everything is fine. And I just want you guys to know that I'm super grateful to all of you for having my back. And with that being said, I'm gonna go do my reactions, walk my doggy, maybe have a snack and play some Batman. So make sure you are following all my socials for updates. I think we just hit 34,000 over on my Instagram as well. Halloween was awesome this year. I got some really awesome snaps. So thank you so much. I think it's just nice to sit down and talk to you guys. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Let me know in the comments if you made it to the end. I love you guys, and let's just get through this year and hope for better days. Stay strong, keep frickin' going, and tell me what PlayStation game you're gonna play first on the PS5, okay? Because I don't know of any Xbox exclusives. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.